Okay, so we built our first web page, but it looks kind of bland. As you remember here, it's just kind of there's not really much going on to it. So let's create a quick CSS style sheet, link it into our HTML page, and give our page a little bit of style, nothing crazy. I'm just going to show you the very bare bones basics. Now we're going to create a new file as we did here. We're going to save this file as styles.css, and we'll just save it right there in the main folder. Now we're not going to do anything super intense or super crazy here. But let's go back in to our index.html and see what we're working with here. So we have our h1 tag. If we wanted to attempt to change our h1, we would just need to do something like this, and then say we wanted to change the color to red. Very easy to do, and not bowler, but color. There we go. Let's say that we wanted to give our p tag some styling and width. So maybe we would do like margin 0 auto. And then we would do like padding, let's see, maybe 20 pixels. Most people would be using EMs or something along that line. Make sure you put your semicolons in there. There we go. We'll save that. So now we need to actually link this into our page. Now we're not doing anything crazy here, just changing the H1 and the P tag. Maybe we'll set the width of this to 50%, somewhere around there. Save that. We'll go back over to the index. Now we need to go inside of our head tag here, so we need to do link, and then it's going to give us kind of our base here. So we got rel equals style sheet, so that's the relation. The type is text/CSS. Fine. Our href here is going to be styles.css. We'll save that. We'll come back to our website here, and we will hit refresh. And as you can see, we have now created a red p tag, or a red header tag, and a centered paragraph box. So we can further enhance this just a little bit. We can go to the styles. Let's say that we wanted to center this as well, so we could just do margin again 0 auto. This is a pretty common trick that most people use inside of HTML. So we also need to set the width of that. So the width we're going to set to 50%. Refresh, there we go. So now it's centered to the page, but it's not going to be centered to that P tag. It's just going to be centered 50% in the middle of the page there, the left align. So we could do a text align. So we could do text align center if we wanted to do something along that line there. Okay, thank you. So we'll save that, we'll come back, we'll hit refresh, and now that's going to align our P tag, or heading tag, with our page inside of the center here. Now, of course, you don't have to do it that way. There's a couple different ways that you can achieve the same results. So in reality, you could use a framework that's going to give you the full width, set the width to 100%, set the text align to center, and you very well could just center it that way. But in this instance here, I just wanted to show you guys some of the CSS that goes into it, so that way you understood what was going on and could see that we can directly affect our pages. Now, of course, you can do all kinds of different things. You can create your own custom tags, or like IDs for the tags, or classes. So for instance here, if we wanted to have a class, we could set up a class called computers, and then we could save that. We could come back over here, we could create a class called computers and directly control that. So then we could control the entire P element without changing the P element globally for every P tag inside of our website. We can now just narrow it down specifically to just this. So let's take this information, copy it, we'll paste it in here, we'll get rid of this P tag information here, and we should see absolutely no change on our website when we refresh it. And as you can see, everything stays the same. But I'm not globally changing my P tag, so now I can create another paragraph tag, and I could create some more lorem ipsum text, and I could save this. We can come back here, and you can see what happens. So now we're right back to where we were before, with just the global P tag defaulting to what it was without any styles. And that is how CSS is really, really powerful and really easy to use within your HTML. You can create your custom classes. You can create custom IDs, which are only good for one usage. So we could reuse this class computers multiple times. We can create an ID like this and call it ID. And then we can call this, I don't know, final. And you can create something like that. You could come in here and you could create your final ID reference here. And then maybe we wanted to change the color to blue. And then maybe we wanted to change the background color to, I don't know, what would go good on blue? Like gray, I guess. We can do a gray. We can save that. We can come back up here. We can refresh the page, and we'll have blue text with a gray background. Okay, and really that's just how it works. You can use your classes to have for multiple different elements throughout the website. You can have IDs for very specific things, and CSS is a very powerful tool that allows you to control your web pages exactly how you need to in any form or fashion. They can do all kinds of things like drop shadows. They can do animations with HTML5 and CSS, just all kinds of cool stuff. Transparency. So it's really powerful. It's really neat. CSS is not hard to learn. There's a lot of different tools that are out there available to read over the different things that are available for CSS, tag-wise and information-wise for these different control points. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just a quick introduction to CSS and how it affects your HTML, and thanks for watching.